wanted to talk to you about what you need to understand before you start Uber Eats. And we'll just go through a few certain points just to knock them out of the way so that you have a better understanding of what you need to know before you start.
Number one, understand the gas money, because the first day you work, most of that will go to your gas tank. And don't worry, because as long as you stay consistent working, you shouldn't have any trouble.
A lot of videos on YouTube, often when they talk about Uber Eats, they're saying I make $1,000 a week on Uber Eats. Yeah, and it's kind of just not really realistic, especially when you're just starting out. You need to set realistic goals for yourself. It's understandable if your first couple of days you don't want to really go out and do like 10 deliveries right off the bat. Just understand that those first couple of deliveries will probably not be compensated with the gas needs that you have.
The videos that tell you $1,000 a week will get you excited and have you interested immediately, but in reality, you have to learn the system, experience it, and you will have to work your way up there.
Number two, you are not required to work a certain amount of hours each week. Meaning, you're not going to be fired. Say if you just had a bad week, you can't really make as much trips as you would like to, it's okay. You are totally in control of your own schedule. Now, would I sign up for Uber Eats knowing that I'm not going to do it a lot? Not really, because there are other drivers who would probably like to have your position. I know for my area, they cut off accepting applications because there were so many people that did sign up for Uber Eats. So now there's other people who would really like to do it, but they can't because we're already full. While you don't have a set amount of hours you need to fill in, I would try to make the most out of what you're trying to do with Uber Eats.
Number three, you need to research your popular areas for delivery. For example, when you go on your Uber app on promotion hours, it shows you what area is hot for you to drive around so you can get the promotion.
You should install the Uber Eats app where you can order as a customer and go through and see which restaurants in your area are doing Uber Eats and kind of just gauge where you want to travel or park or just wait around for orders that come through. Next, you need to figure out what is a good schedule for you.
Yeah, if you also have kids, I think while your kids are at the school would be the best time for you to go out and, make that little side money.
Next, the sign-up process might seem a little intimidating, but it's honestly pretty easy. Make sure when you're signing up that you have your license ready to go. You have your license plate number. You need proof of insurance. Also, your vehicle needs to be approved. I'm not quite sure exactly if it's the same for every state, so I won't talk about the requirements for my state. In the last video, I told you guys I drive a 2011 Toyota Camry. So just make sure that you check what are the vehicle requirements, because it would kind of suck if you signed up for Uber Eats or you went to sign up for Uber Eats and found out that your car wouldn't get approved.
Next, be realistic.
We already touched on this, but those other videos about Uber Eats partners who make copious amounts of money every week, that's not too much of a realistic thing, because a lot of those people that make those videos, you will find out if you watch the full video that they are driving Uber Eats, regular Uber, or Lyft all at the same time or all during the same week. It kind of gives you an unrealistic expectation of what you will make from Uber Eats. I'm the one who drives Uber Eats. He helps me out. He comes with me on trips. But I set a goal for $300 a week. So what I do is I make sure that I work 6 days a week and my goal is $50 a day. Does that mean I stop at $50 a day every time? No, sometimes I'll get more, or sometimes tips will come through the next day for the previous day and I'll make more. The point is, you should be realistic with your goals. I know that $50 a day is good for me. That's about 3 hours on average of driving, and like I said in our last video, I don't like to drive too much because I don't want to put that much stress on my car.
Next point, don't ever go on Uber Eats if your car is not reliable. You need to make sure your car is safe.
You can meet the year requirement for your car, but you as a person, you need to know if it's good enough to rely on to literally be your job. Your whole income with Uber Eats relies on your car.
Make sure your oils are good, your brakes most importantly. I would really recommend a tune-up before you start Uber Eats.
So just make sure your car is safe. so that you don't have any problems delivering food. And this last point, which I find to be one of the most important points to understand about Uber Eats, and that's the fact that a lot of people do not like working with people who work for Uber Eats. And what I mean by that is, for example, getting on an apartment lease. You need proof of income. But since Uber Eats isn't a set pay every month, they might not want to work with you because it's such a fluctuating income that they don't find your income that reliable if you are doing Uber Eats as your only job.
Show and prove a guarantee income. That's the key point right here.
If you plan to rely on Uber Eats as your only job, you really should make sure to have a schedule like we talked about to make sure that you're making a certain amount of money or more every week, because if it shows up as unreliable, it's really hard to get on track with income and how it's going to work out with the rest of your life needs. Alright guys, that's all we could think of for what you need to know before you start Uber Eats. Let us know if there's anything else that you have learned, if you've already started Uber Eats, that other people should know about when they're in the sign up process.
And also leave some comments for us, because I really would like to know your guys' opinions too. And any question that I can help answer, I will hop on and answer your questions. You feel me?
And we just started, so we're more than capable of replying to everybody's comments. If you guys have questions, concerns, we'll answer them.
You and me, we can talk.
And if you guys are interested in driving with us, you can check out our last video. I'll link it down below, where we go on a realistic trip where we show you a rough estimate of what you could possibly make in your area.
Thank you guys for watching, and please, comment below and let us know what we need to work on, or whatever else you want to know about Uber Eats, or even other subjects. We'll be back,
Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and we'll be back with more videos.
Yay.
All right, bye guys.
Adios.